Yo, what's up, guys? It's me, it's your boy Rudy, and welcome back to the RTE, the mini podcast exclusively made for casuals. And when I say casuals, I mean casuals. Oh man, today's episode is going to be interesting because we're going to do a little recap of what happened this weekend. If you guys didn't know, this weekend was UFC Fight Night 49. Bobby King Green versus Islam Makachev was the main event, and the Coleman was a middleweight fight. Wasn't really interesting, but the main card of the main event was the main show of the card, and it went pretty well. And you had at lightweight Terrence McKinney, a little guy from USA that's doing pretty well. He has a pretty nice momentum going his way, and I'm looking forward to him. During the week, I posted a video about this fight, about my thoughts about this main event, talking about Bobby Green and Islam Makachev. I think the fight went like I predicted, like I said it will go. Islam Makachev dominated the fight from start to finish. The fight did not even last 2 minutes. The fight won for about 1 minute and a couple seconds, and the ground and pound of Islam is just on another level. He did what Dagestani people do. He smashed him. He really smashed him with some ground and pound. And, you know, we're not going to look down at Bobby Green because he did what a lot of fighters at in the lightweight division won't do. That is step up against a monster like Islam Makachev. So he went there. It didn't really go his way. I think it's still a win-win situation for Bobby Green because even though he lost, I think his stocks increased in the eyes of us casuals fans. Even in the eyes of the UFC officials, because he's just ready to step up and always fight and always keep the show rolling. And I'm pretty excited to see what's next for him. Now let's look at Islam. Islam, he just beat this guy in a dominant fashion, and that's what we all expected. That's what we all thought he would do, and he did it. So at this point, I'm thinking title shot. He has been calling it for like 2 years now. I think he's ready. Give the guy the title shot. He's ready for it, and I think he'll do well. Now we get into the more interesting fights. And I think Islam Makachev versus Charles Oliveira is going to be an elite fight in all terms. Let it be in wrestling. Both of them are elite wrestling guys. Grappling, both of them are elite grappling. Striking, both of them are elite at striking too. So it's going to be an elite matchup, and I cannot wait for that. But for that, we have to wait for the outcome because Charles Oliveira is fighting Justin Gage for the lightweight championship. That's coming up. I'm not for sure about the date yet, but I'll communicate to you guys, of course, when the fight gets announced. Now, guys, the main topic of today's episode is going to be Jorge Masvidal versus Colby Covington. Now, this one is an exciting one, and this one is one of those rare ones because every time the UFC makes like a pay-per-view, that means you have to pay to watch the fight. There's always a title on the line, but this card is actually very stacked, but there's no title on the line. There's no title shot. It's just a grudge match, and this is a real one, not the fake one they were trying to feed us at my brother's fight. UFC 270. They said, oh, they used to be teammates. Guys, they were never teammates, and they will never be teammates. Cyril Gann and my brother. So now we're talking about real teammates. These guys used to live together, live in the same house, sleep on the same bed, eat the same food, train together, fight together, corner together, corner each other. To what I see, both those guys, they used to ride together. But at some point, I think Jorge Masvidal got some setbacks where he lost like maybe 1 or 2 fights in a row, and Colby Covington kept winning. And Colby Covington got to the interim belt before Jorge Masvidal. And Colby Covington is saying that's why Jorge Masvidal is pretty much jealous. He's like, he's jealous at my fame. But we all know all that Colby Covington does is just talking. That's all he does. That's how, he sells the little pay-per-views he gets. But Colby Covington is all talks, and we all know that. But his story kind of makes sense, because he said he got to the title fight before Jorge Masvidal, and Jorge Masvidal was a little bit jealous about that. And the tension started growing from there when Colby Covington apparently supposedly got more money than Jorge, and Jorge just started getting jealous. But I don't believe that, guys. It makes sense, but I don't believe that. I think I ride more on the Masvidal side, because Masvidal is more of a real guy. He's not going to cut corners. He's going to look at you straight in the eyes and tell you what he thinks. And what Masvidal is saying is that Colby Covington is pretty much a douchebag, because he trained with a trainer that for about 5 years and never got him paid, and he never paid his trainer. So Masvidal brought this trainer to Colby Covington, and then this trainer trained Covington, and this trainer trained Colby for multiple years, about from his amateur debut to him getting the interim UFC belt. But apparently Masvidal was saying Colby Covington never paid his trainer, so Colby Covington used his trainer because he never paid him. So that's horrible. And I'm more shifted towards Masvidal, because I see Colby Covington doing those type of things, because he's just such a he's not a guy that I ride with. Colby Covington is not really a guy that I ride with. I do not follow his principle. I do not look up to him as a person, but as a fighter, he brings the show sometimes, with his talk and whatever. He may not always be accurate, but he brings the show, and that's what us as casuals we want. We just want to see a fight. So Masvidal is saying that Colby Covington trained with this trainer and never paid him, and I believe I'm more shifted towards Masvidal's story. So then Masvidal was like, yo, I brought you this guy, and he helps you get to the UFC interim belt, and you're not gonna pay him? Like, you're just gonna dodge him like a douchebag? So Masvidal got pissed. Masvidal paid him, and Masvidal told him, yo, I'm the one that brought you into this game. I'm gonna bring you out. And Jesus, guys. I just cannot wait for this one. And I would say the build-up of this fight is organic. That is, there's real grudge between both fighters. They used to be real friends, and now they're not. And now they're about to see who's who on Saturday, come March 5th. And at this moment, I have to be honest with you guys. I'm not going to I'm not going to pay this pay-per-view. Unless, or otherwise, unless the UFC does a better job at promoting this fight. Because for now, it's just two old teammates, and I'm excited, but not to the point of paying for the $75 ESPN Plus pay-per-view yet. So I'm still going to be looking around, watching the build-up, and see if it interests me, see if it builds the interest in me to actually go and watch the fight. But for what we have now, and I'm obviously going to keep talking about this fight because I'm part of the build-up too. So what we have right now is just the fight, and look at you boys staying consistent, posting every Sunday, or at least recording every Sunday, because I'm recording this on a Sunday. And I'm actually excited I got to this trend where I'm talking about upcoming fights. So I believe it's going to make the experience more interesting for both of us, for you and for me. So yeah boys, that's all I had for today. Hope you enjoyed it, hope you liked it. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this upcoming fight. It's a real grudge match, and probably every Sunday and Wednesday now I'm going to be uploading on this channel about UFC news and about also social lives. There's a bit this all this stuff going on in Ukraine. If I see the need to, I'll be posting stuff on that too. Why not? It is what it is. And like I always say, guys, stay safe, stay blessed, especially in this crazy times that we're living right now. Stay positive. Remember, love is key. Peace.